and welcome to another exciting episode of Dramatic Cookbook Readings. I am your host. Join me as we navigate through the exciting world of cookbooks. This is Season 2, and in Season 2 we have thrown all caution to the wind. That is cold. And we will be reading from your host's own cookbook entitled Dramatic Cookbook. Now, join me on what is sure to be a thrilling season. And on this journey, the only ticket you'll need is located on either side of your head. But do not worry, for this trip we won't be hole punching the tickets for proof of purchase. Now, let us see what we will be making today. Yes. This recipe is entitled Life's Lemon Meringue Pie. Excuse me. Now I hope we will not have any more interruptions. Lemons. What more needs to be said about lemons? When life gives you lemons, you compose a carefully worded letter asking life for the recipe for lemon meringue pie. After waiting years for a response, you suddenly realize that you had forgotten to leave a return address. Now you'll have to create your own lemon meringue pie recipe, and well, that's life. This is what you'll need. Lemons. If your backyard is secretly, but not so secretly, a lemon orchard, these will be very easy to obtain. The amount is based on how many lemons you can carry and how big the basket is. If you don't own a basket, borrow a basket. If no one nearby is willing to lend you a basket, and by nearby I mean a reasonable 20-mile radius, then you will have to carry the lemons by hand. This will result in a pie that will undoubtedly be small. Very small. A word to the wise. Do not contact anyone via the internet in your search for a basket. Because as my mother always says, a basket borrowed via Craigslist for the purposes of carrying lemons for a lemon meringue pie will result in an altered taste. Trust me, you'll know the difference. As a suggestion for small lemon meringue pies, invite all the people you contacted about borrowing a basket over to your house for dessert. Bring about the small lemon meringue pie on an extra large plate with enough cutlery for everyone. Then stand back. I like to stand back at least 5 feet in order to observe every guest's disappointment and or embarrassment. Let their guilt sink in for approximately 25 seconds. If you have no way of calculating time or you wish to wait longer for the guilt to marinate, 30 to 45 seconds will also suffice. At this point, the guests will more than likely be confused as to why they have been invited for dessert and why you have a large mixing bowl containing 3 or 15 judging rabbits. Page 15. This is to be expected. At this time, make some audible noise, but do not let it be too easily distinguished for any particular feeling. I personally like the sound. It is melodic, but has an air of disdain. Do not make the mistake of making the noise sound like a question. This is far too specific for the purposes of this mystery. Let the confusion of the guests simmer for another 25 seconds. Then, step in front of your large bay window that looks out onto the glorious sea of lemon trees. You will not want to stand in the middle of the bay window. Pick either the left or the right. If your bay window is not located in the dining room, you will need to move the dinner table into whatever room your bay window is located. And before you ask, do this while my guests are already arrived and seated? The answer is yes. Ask your guests to help move the dinner table into whatever room your bay window overlooks your lemon orchard. If they all eagerly lend a hand to help, this is the perfect time to say, well, some help earlier on would have been nice, but I guess that's life. The tone for this sentence can be fully passive-aggressive. My. If that's what episode 1 has, I can't even imagine what the following episodes will contain for season 2. Join us next time on another exciting episode of Dramatic Cookbook Readings. Until then. Why is there... And it's loaded. Why is there a loaded pistol? Who...